Night of the Hamsters is a follow-up to the favorable Mushroom Men Truffle Trouble from publisher Red Fly Studios. Night of the Hamsters could have been a second win with its premise of slaughtering a relentless horde of adorable/evil hamsters for the sake of protecting your precious carrots. Instead, the game is an example of how not to release your game on a PC platform, while being a mediocre brawler at best. If you're like me who prefers to game on the PC with a mouse and a keyboard, you're going to have a horrible experience right off the bat. The button prompts are tailored to an Xbox 360 layout, with the menus being mapped onto the controller buttons instead of a menu slider, allowing you to accidentally back out of the game. Now, Stardust Vanguards and Astro Breed also had the issue of making it difficult to learn with a keyboard and mouse, but at least when you do find out the button layouts, they both become a blast to play, even with a keyboard and mouse. That's not the case with Night of the Hamsters, as playing the game with a keyboard is like playing Twister with your fingers, and you cannot change the button layout. If you do not own a 360 controller, you're screwed. In this game, you have 10 plus stages of surviving as many ways as you possibly can, using your sword, daggers, and cross to murder the hamsters before they can run off with all your carrots. When nighttime comes, the hamsters turn into hostile were-hamsters, and your strategy gets shifted from guarding the carrots to defending yourself from the tireless horde of angry hamsters. Each kill grants you coins that can be spent on level-only upgrades to increase your stats, and not really anything special. You can also use these coins to set off bombs that are located around the stage. Your score will tally up into the online leaderboards, and surviving enough waves can grant you new levels and a hamster gallery to look at. The game is fun for the first half hour, then the fun quickly dries off into a tedious and repetitive brawler that should have been on the Xbox Live indie games section instead. Getting hammered by the same enemies with maybe one or two new ones coming in just doesn't appeal to me. It isn't a Dark Souls-like difficulty either. It's just tedious repetition on the combat levels and enemies with little depth towards anything in the game. Once I kept phasing through the floor on stage 5, I gave up on the game for I wasn't having a good time. The game could be improved with the drop-in, drop-out co-op system, but that's local only. The presentation is alright, the cute and cuddly graphics fits the weirdly violent tone of the game, but the music isn't anything to write home about. I cannot recommend Night of the Hamsters. For there's little enjoyment you can get out of $8, and it doesn't respect the platform it's selling itself to. Maybe on a console for a lower price, you can get short bursts of fun with nearby friends. On Steam, it's disappointing.